So while we're waiting for the others to join, please accomplish the attendance form that I have sent on the chat box. So we'll start the class in 10 minutes.
Yes, sir.
So I think we are complete now. We can start our discussion now. So good morning, class. This will be our last discussion for this semester, and I hope you're all doing fine. Have you finished all your term paper?
Yes, sir.
Yes po, sir. Yes, sir.
So without uh, with that aside, we'll start our last discussion so we can end this semester now. So we just focus on what we are going to pass. So today we will be discussing political awareness in the society, political awareness as a person. What should be your awareness in terms of your surroundings? How you should care about what happening in your surroundings with the people around you and with in society in general. So this is
That is a very, very different thing. And she is concerned not so much with left or right, but with issues around identity. And the big question is that huge change in the type of society we are? When I wanted to share an opinion, I went down the pub and shouted at a couple of mates about what I thought, and no one else heard it. If people now want to share an opinion, they can share it with anybody in the world, and it has changed the way we think about issues, and that notion of respect rather than acceptance. So, I'm going to introduce the speakers from my far right. Our first speaker for the motion is Lionel Shriver, author of 12 novels, including the bestsellers The Mandibles and the Orange Prize winner We Need to Talk About Kevin, a prolific journalist as well, whose writing has appeared in The Guardian, The New York Times, The Telegraph, The Spectator, The Wall Street Journal, and many other publications.
So in conclusion, I hope that in this class you have learned, why a person shouldn't and couldn't be apolitical, because it is against the nature of a human to be apolitical. It is, as Aristotle said, a man is a political animal. It is in our nature, no? It is in our nature that we build partnerships. We think critically. That's why we are the rational animal. It is in our nature that we build communities. Throughout our history, a man was never alone. A man was always political since the beginning of our history. There was a song that we have been singing in church now. It's a reminder that a man is not alone. He is not apolitical. Walang sino man nabubuhay para sa sarili lang. And that's why I hope that
I hope this class ends na. So boring.
Are you saying something, Miss Nicdao? Do you disagree with what I said?
Well, yes, sir. If something's not bothering me, why should I care about it anyway?
Well, Miss Nicdao, that something that might not affect you now might affect you later in life. So, what's your point?
Frankly, sir, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie. Who cares about the climate anyway? It's always been this hot.
Miss Nicdao, may I remind you that you're in my class and I advise you to refrain from
Refrain from what, sir? From speaking my mind.
Now hold on. I understand what you're saying. I'm trying to get
We've
into the
spent
point.
the last hour with you lecturing us why we should be political. But I say we should not. I've had it with teachers who keeps telling us to be political. We're into classrooms now. This is where we learn, not to be an NPA.
Miss Nicdao, I think I believe it is the civic and moral duty of a teacher to teach.
Civic and moral duty. Ano ka, sir, pare?
Miss Nicdao, with all due respect, I'm getting disappointed with your attitude.
Well, I'm disappointed with you. Teachers like you should take your hands off with students like us. You're poisoning the minds of the students with climate change, death penalty, human rights. Do those even exist? Ginagawa mo kaming NPA. Ikaw yung dictator dito, not the one who sits in Malacanang. The only thing your mouth is good for is...
Yes, Miss Nicdao, are you trying to say something? Are you raising your hand?
Hello, sir. Good morning. Sir, do we really need to be political? As someone that is not affected, why should I care about it anyway? I think classrooms are for learning more on academics and not to disagree or hate on the current or past governments. Classrooms are for preparing ourselves and our future jobs and basically future life. So why should I be political?
Well, to be honest with you, class, Miss Nicdao was a point, no? Even if it goes against what we have talked about earlier. Because in politics, everyone has a point, even if it's far-fetched. Everyone has a reason behind why they argue that way. No, but the thing is, in reality, as humans, we are not really by nature apolitical people. We are really political in a sense na we tend to build communities, we tend to build societies, we tend to build cities, di ba? That's why it's called politics. It's from the word polis, it means cities, di ba? And that's why in our assignment, I just have thought of it. We will be making an essay regarding on why you should or you shouldn't be political. So make your stand there, develop your arguments there, and we will be passing it siguro on 19, November 19. Is everyone okay with that?
Okay po,
Yes, sir.
I'll be sending the format in the Google Classroom later. So any questions? Any additional questions? If none, Professor here's none, so we'll be ending our class. Thank you, and see you all next semester.
Bye, sir. Thank you po.
Always remember, if just because something does not affect you doesn't mean it's happening. So bye.